All right, here we go. Getting into things as we do. So today, kind of taking a detour from the normal topics. Not really going to do any coding this evening. What I am going to do, however, is dive into some research around some topical questions of building architecture for certain things. So we'll get into that right now. Yep, that's what we'll do. So let's bounce over there. Where is... Get into this whole thing first. Oops. Already typed a bad password. Come on now. All right, let's take some notes. I'm going to take some notes. We're going to talk through this stuff. So opening up Visual Studio Code here. A little earlier. Let's do this. The notes will also, I'll tweet them out via Thrashing code. So get all your goodies out there too. If you haven't followed the Thrashing code account, follow it on Twitter. I post nothing but good stuff, very specifically to this channel and to what I'm working on. So let's see, where is close folder? I want close folder. There we go. And just open up a file. That's all I want. No welcome screen, no nothing. Yeah, all right, so we're all set. And boom. All right, so first thing, notes for May, is it the 10th, I believe? Yeah, May 10th, 2019. Research notes. So let's go through the topics. I have the topics written down somewhere else that I want to pull up. All right, so the first one, I want to dig into building a data lake for machine learning. Oops. Machine learning. Ideation. And then notes. And then let's do links. I don't know if that's not what it is. It's this thing. That's what I wanted. So we're going to do this markdown style. And then let's save this on the desktop. And I'll make this available. Where would I make this available? Out on my Trello. Which I'm going to pull that up real quick. All right, whoops. Okay. Going to put you in login success mode here. I'll be logging in. Just give me just a second. Damn two-factor. Almost there. Almost got it. Having to log into every damn thing right now to get this two-factor to work. gracious. There we go. Okay. And 2, 3, 4, and boom, we're back. Okay. So Thrashing Code Projects is where I want to go, and in here we're going to actually create researching. Research topic. So you can go out here to this path, which I'm going to put in chat real quick and out on Twitter's. So let's see here. Boom. Oops. Oh, let's see here. This goes kind of slow sometimes. My apologies. Research topic. I'm going to put the first one there. And here we go. Just posted it out there on Twitter, and then here it is in chat, just for good measure. Boom. So that'll get you sent directly there. And then let's see here. We're going to build a data lake, like I was saying. Research topic. Build a data lake for machine learning. There we go. And then let's build another one. And we'll call it, let's see here. Basically a distributed database. I want to do some distributed database research to look into our architectural options out there. So there, just added that under the researching tab. And then I got, I think, one or two more. Let me think. We need to do an up-to-date link, a list of links around basically observability and like the systematic insight around what observability gives us. So let's do that one. And what is the other one? Oh, and I want to dig into infrastructure automation. There we go. So those are our items that I want to dig into. As we work through them, I'll make notes and add all the reference links and everything, and I'm going to turn it into a blog entry too. So we'll go through it on stream here, but then it'll be a blog entry, and some of this will probably trickle into some of the talks that I'm lining up these days. Kind of wondering too, like, should I just do a thread per stream almost? That seems like what I ought to do. So I'm just going to build off the thread that I just kicked off on Twitter. Let's see here. Bring it up like this. Twitter.com. No, that's not what I want. Oh my goodness. What is going on there? Freaking crazy shit. All right, secret passwords. Okay, now some progress. Oh, that's funny. Ha. Oops, not that. I want to build off of here. There we go. Oh, Ben Shapiro cut an interview short. Wah. We did that. Listen to all that stuff. We got other music to listen to this Saturday. So come in and tune in for that. Oh, and the VidStream hacking repo, by the way, I wanted to bring some attention to that too. Posted a blog entry today that's got a lot of material about how I do streaming, where Twitter started, Twitch has taken over for me. Notes about the VidStream hacking repo that it is maintained. I am the maintainer currently. Would love it if anybody wants to fork it, star it, or whatever, and check it out, add to it, contribute to it, or fork your own and like run with it, however you want to do it. But basically it's focused around what I do to kind of get the word out about what I'm working on. And then I run all of it on an XPS 15, some screenshots there of what I'm using for monitoring. And then I go into also the port replicators here that I'm using, like the cow digit right here, which all this shit's actually running the stream right now as I speak. And also the meetup streaming gear that I have put together and started to use to stream meetups. So here's the repo. It's basically just all markdown, but it's all my notes about all these things that I'm doing, everything from cultural tendencies within the Twitch community to the stream gear that I'm using, like this right here with the capture cards, and the links bounce out to places where you can pick up your own if you want to pick up said capture card or whatever. So like I got one of these, and I don't actually have them all listed. Then I got an Evermedia one, this one's super high end. This one's a little less high end, but it still does almost basically the same thing. So you're capturing 1080p, 60 frame per second HDMI video is what you're trying to do off of either a video camera or whatever it is, and feed it back into your system for streaming. And that's what I do for live streaming. And then like this talk right here with Richard Sirota is one of the talks that I streamed a while back, and I finally got it to a point where I did a pretty good job streaming back and forth between the cutscenes and everything to make it watchable and more easily digestible when you go back and like check it out and everything. And then it wrapped up with an awesome Ginger video because they kick ass. So anyway, on that note, let's get into this. So this is actually not researching anymore. This is work in progress on Twitch. Building a data lake for machine learning. So let's talk about this first. I feel like this is a good soft spot to get some stuff done because I'm pretty well versed in distributed database technology. Happy Friday, Frackberg. Welcome to the stream. Today, hope this doesn't bug you too much. Not diving too much into code today, but we'll be diving into researching some stuff and just kind of chatting, talking through things. First thing I'm diving into is multi-cloud, multi-zone, regional, resilient distributed database technology. With the idea of, here's the posit, is what would one do if they've just joined a company and they're like, okay, I got to get a distributed database going because we got like 14 petabytes of data. It's got to be pretty quick on reads and writes and pretty well-rounded in capabilities. And it needs to be either multi-cloud, multi-zone, multi-regional, something like that across, or at least across regions within Azure, AWS, GCP, and all that jazz. So let's take a look at that. We got AWS. There we go. And then we got Azure. I just went, that's not where I'm trying to go. Let's go to Google. We'll just Google it from there. Google. And then, yeah. So this is AWS. It's the first thing we want to go into. And then we want to check out Azure. And then Google again and do GCP. Oh, ha ha ha. That's a good one. I mean, I have the best music in the whole freaking world here, man. So yeah, good call, good call. Definitely not worth watching any of the code. It's not like it makes anybody any money. The lucrative positions are all out there in music, as we know. Haha. Oh, the sarcasm is just dripping off of that one. All right, here's the Google stuff is always so pretty. Got all the different colors and everything. They just held their IO19 conference, their 2019 developer conference. Industry. Well, what about? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about their console here. Go to console or why Google Solutions products. Well, this is some of the problem right here. Where is? Databases. That's what I want to look in. So databases. And then in Azure, let's bounce over here. And then AWS. That's kind of where I went in the first place there. So anybody got any preferred distributed databases out there? Oh, Cockroach Labs, that's another one. Distributed DBMS, distributed database, tutorial points, distributed database system, geeks for geeks. Apache Ignite. What is a distributed database? Why do you need one? NuoDB. I don't know, we'll look at a couple of these. Oracle Docs. I'm not even going to look at Oracle Docs. I like that it shows Cassandra in there. That's a key one. So here under products, wow, they really put stuff under the fold on their site. So what do you got here? Relational, that's not what we're looking for. NoSQL and Big Table, Firestore, Firebase real-time database, Cloud Memory Store. Time series streaming, mobile, web, common uses GCP product. Well, let's get rid of some of these for a minute. And we're going to come up and just bounce right into Google's land. And let's look at relational. Let's look at Cloud Spanner and Cloud SQL just for a second. Globally distributed and strong consistent database service built for the cloud, specifically to combine the benefits of relational database structure with non-relational horizontal scale. Sounds so redonkulous. So let's scroll down here. And what do we get? Cloud Spanner, the best of the relational and non-relational worlds. Availability, yeah, traditional definitely failover and vertical is problem. Applications configurable, right? Traditional, non-relational. I don't even know what this over here, this whole section, I don't know what that means. That seems ridiculous, though. But this is good. Strong consistency, high availability, horizontal scalability, automatic replication. Okay. Global call centers, eventual and out of touch, with Cloud Spanner, real time and up to date. Okay, this is like fluff stuff. This is like what the executive person reads, and I don't really want that shit. So okay, so here's some client libraries. Cloud SQL and SQL Server Alpha. Oh, interesting. Fully managed relational database services. Okay, so this is basically like AWS's RDS. So that's not what we want either. We want something like Cloud Spanner. That's what we're looking at using. And then what is this? So we got Big Table. 10 millisecond latency. Replication provides higher availability, high durability, and resilience in the face of zonal failures. FinTech, AdTech, and IoT, storage engine for machine learning applications. All right, so this looks like what we really want to use is Big Table in this particular situation, right? Integrates easily with big popular tools like Hadoop Cloud Dataflow and Cloud Dataproc and HBase API. That's good to note. Yep, cool. And Beam, Cloud Dataflow, BigQuery, all integrations. Wow, pretty expensive. I mean, not too bad considering what type of data storage you're talking about. Okay, so Big Table is an option. Let's put a link on that. So, do Big Table, desktop. Today's notes. Markdown. So let's see, we got, let's put another star in here. GCP has what? We got big table. I guess it's 2 words there. Ha ha! Hey, Robert Tables, how you doing? Thanks for the sub. Kicking ass and taking names as always, I see. Metal hype, yeah! Love it. So yeah, I'm just doing some Friday research and to kind of put some architectures together right now. Not doing too much, not doing any coding at the moment. What? Look at there, throwing a squirrel into the mix already. When, where? New tool dropping. New tool or new something else? It's a fact coming out August 30th, 20. Oh, sweet. Oh, so just later. I got you. Dude, cracks me up. August 30th. Is it though? Jitter Ted. Hello, Jitter Ted. We got a little sidetracked here just now. As y'all join, I'll resubscribe in 30 seconds. I mean, re-describe in 30 seconds, just in case you're joining and watching somebody's watching an advertisement right now, since that seems to be how that works. So, little squirrel effect. Just checking out that Tool is supposedly coming out with an album August 30th, 2019. So that's pretty badass. Pretty stoked about that. I mean, when was the last time they came out with stuff? Like 20 years ago? It's been a while. But yeah, so anyway, Tool's coming out with an album. And on the flip side of things, I'm over here researching, basically looking into, yeah, exactly, 12 or 14 years. They keep touring every once in a while, though, or they pop up and they show up in like some stadium, and they're like, boom, Tool's playing, and 20,000 people show up. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even, what, are they touring? Trips me out, but that's cool. So yeah, what I'm doing though here, with that little very important Friday metal distraction, is putting together some notes around building a data lake for machine learning, right? Looking into what our options are, right? So one option for this data lake is GCP's Big Table. The cool thing about it is it's kind of a driver for a lot of the machine learning tools that you can use in Google. So that's cool. And then another thing that's come up is the Cloud Spanner, which some of you may know about. Cloud Spanner is, okay, so it's called the first horizontally scalable, globally consistent relational database service. If there is a company to release such a product that I would believe in and believe that they are mostly telling the truth, it would be Google. However, considering physics, I'm not 100% sold on this. I'm sure there's some type of issue loopholes that come up with Cloud Spanner. But, hey, Jitter Ted, is the ad done playing now? Welcome to the stream. Just doing some research today, digging into building a data lake for machine learning. So Cloud Spanner, albeit a little pricey, is supposedly basically just a big relational database that's actually fully distributed, which isn't really physically possible. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you very much for the Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Glad to have you here. Hope I don't bore you to death. Cheers, it's Friday. I'm drinking some kombucha. Probably should be drinking a beer already, but I have to think a little bit longer. And what else is going on? That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm looking into some of this stuff for some upcoming conversations, presentations, and other things that I have that I'm either giving and or going to help kind of help some companies figure out what they're doing with their technology. So, and what their options are with the technology out there. Right, exactly. There's a reason like Dynamo exists and Cassandra exists, etc. Speed of light and electrons not moving around in the right directions and shit over the network, or cables getting cut, or Wi-Fi being flaky. All the things that come up. So for this data lake too, we do need it, dude. So what was it? So Microsoft has the quantum computing stuff going on, right? So this brew is just what is it? Iggy's Honey Brew, Magica Realism. Sounds kind of crazy. Maybe even a little bit metal. It's like metal kombucha. Oh, is that even possible? I guess it is. I'm drinking it, so that's pretty fucking metal. So the Spanner is pretty solid, got good library support, etc. I mean, it's Google, so they're going to have the support of all that stuff. So let's mark that down as a good option to check out. Let's see here, GCP. I guess I did that. Let's put this down at an actual. Do this, then space it again. Man, I pulled up a file earlier with this scheme in Visual Studio, where it is pretty eclectic. It's a little weird. I'm not sure if Kava, Hibiscus, and Damiana. Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. There's other ones I like better. Then of course another hour or two I'm going to be hitting a stout, so whatevs. Cloud Spanner. There we go. And then okay, we got this thing. I don't actually remember what that even is. I know what Firebase is. I'm still a little perplexed why it just seems like something one shouldn't build anything on though. But maybe it's not got. They probably locked it down real well since the older days. Development velocity was serverless, enterprise grade, scalable NoSQL. Store cloud native app data at global scale. All right, I'm gonna have to go look at the docs on this because that doesn't make any sense. Is a NoSQL document database. Oh, it's freaking Mongo. That's what it is. This is that thing that they built that's basically Mongo. I mean, I would definitely choose their Mongo over Mongo, honestly, just because, it's Google. They know how to build big stuff. Yeah. Well, like Google, I don't know. Google's got some really high-end stuff. But I feel like they have similar marketing problems to that of Microsoft's 1990s marketing, which was their heyday, really, for a lot of things, but very confusing about what they were releasing sometimes, where they just fed people bullshit. It didn't make any sense. Like, we're going to release an agile template framework for database schema SQL storage on web services with the web services hosted on SQL Server. What the? I don't even know. But that happened. That was like a real thing that happened at Microsoft with SQL Server. You used to be able to deploy web services, WSDL-based web services on SQL Server and have them hosted on the relational database, which in web speak seems like the worst thing ever. Oh, it's true, Jitter Ted. I was just noting earlier too. So Google has created stuff and canceled it. And the way Microsoft used to market And they don't do this so much anymore. They kind of follow more of the AWS and the GCP model, which tends to be, hey, check this out. We built this thing. You want to use it? Here it is. Please use it. Please use it. Please use it. Please use it. Right? Microsoft used to say, hey, check this shit out. I got this awesome thing here, and I got this awesome thing here. And now here, do you want this one? Do you want this one? No, this one's mine. You can't have it. I'm putting it away. So they would just like pull the psych out on people. Yeah, exactly. The vaporware issue. Like, oh, we're going to do super instantiated and multi-silo file system magic stuff. Oh, never mind. We're just building this UI framework. You know, what the hell? Like, how can you can't plan around that. They'd get everybody so stoked. They'd release like SDKs for it. Not really ready. And then just go, nah, never mind. And forget it. So I'm glad they changed their marketing style, because that's brutal, you know. Oh yeah. Oh my God, their FUD was out of this world. I mean, remember, I don't even know if you can find it anymore. Actually, let's look it up. The ultimate FUD statement. Whoops, shit. The ultimate FUD. OSS is communism. They gotta have. Oh, it was riddled. It's still riddled with communists, but where is the stupid? Who said it? Somebody said it. It was either Bill Gates or Ballmer or somebody. Open source is communism. Like, what the hell have I gotten into? It's not communism. I know it's not communism, but oh yeah, it was. There it is. Yeah, in 2000, Steve Ballmer raised the issue of Linux when he wrapped up Microsoft's annual financial analysis meeting in Seattle. Although he put Sun and Oracle ahead in terms of being stronger competitors. Oh, get that. Sun and Oracle as stronger competitors. They, of course, are civilized competitors, but the Linux crowd in the world of Prez Steve are communists. Oh my God. Yeah, so this was epic idiocy. But yeah, I'm so glad Steve's not there anymore. I mean, Ballmer isn't a terrible guy or anything by any measure. He's just a nutty billionaire is what it is. Comes up with goofy shit. Yeah, there you go. Robert Tables, you found it before I did. I'm fumbling around over here. My Google foo is off. But, yeah, that was, I don't know. That seems like the ultimate FUD to me. Like, you can just hold that up and be like, does your company FUD like this? Yeah. Even today, that one's pretty epic. Linux is communism. I know. Hold on. I gotta tweet this shit out for a minute here. Where's my Twitters? There they are. Yeah, so... Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this came up on stream. I'll put it out in a minute. As soon as I can... I lost my desktop. There it is. Ultimate FUD. Is that how you spell foible? Yeah, that one's so good. So good. All right, here we go. See, I'm gonna retweet that on one of my other accounts real quick. But yeah, seriously, that one was the be all end all mother of freaking FUD bullshit. So yeah, anyway, Microsoft doesn't do that anymore, and I'm very, very relieved. Oh man. So Cloud Memory Store, fully managed in-memory data storage service for Redis. Oh, so this is managed Redis. Wait, I thought everybody was saying like GCP is cool about working with who they're directly competing with. So this is definitely not what I want in this situation. So in Firebase, Real-time Firebase real-time database, real-time syncing with JSON. So what exactly is Firebase under the hood, though? Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know. Hey, Ramu. 8354. Do I have to say your name like that every time I say it? How do you actually say the 8354 part? Yeah, that's how I feel too, Jitter Ted. Like, Firebase is just Firebase, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Cool. I'll stick to Ramu then. Thanks for the follow, friend. Welcome to the Mosh Pit. We're just doing some research today, kind of looking through a bunch of our database options out there in the universe. Specifically right now, trying to kind of look into the easy peasy way into a data lake. And specifically, here's my little research topic. This link is available out there in the universe to all of this stuff. It's all public, so you can go check out my research if you want to. I'll put the links and everything out here. Keeping a little bit of local notes just here right now. So far, though, as far as data lakes are concerned, I don't know if anybody else has any. Oh yeah, how did your stream go? Were you streaming earlier? Oh, that's always a good stream. Fixed bugs and nothing crashed. I tell you, if I get to the end of the stream and I've actually finished something and that hasn't occurred, like, or I've fixed some bugs or built a feature or whatever, nothing crashed and I actually can show it working, that's insanely successful as far as I'm concerned. Because I swear 50% of the streams end with, okay, I'm dead. I'm dead tired and I don't know how to fix it right now, so we're going to do it later. I think that's 50% of my streams right there. Alert 5 minutes, yeah. So let's see here. So anyway, this is the notes. Digging through, getting some stuff checked out here. So we looked at Spanner and the other one there. Choosing an option. Choosing a storage option. Cloud data store. Big table, big query. Do you need mobile SDKs? Clouds. So I looked at Spanner's a possibility. Cloud data store versus cloud storage. Wait, which one's which? These names are a little nutty. So there's cloud storage. There's highly reliable and cost-efficient object blob storage. Oh, okay, yeah. Then big table, all right. And then there's a cloud data store. Scalable, full managed NoSQL database for your web. Wait, isn't that just the one that I looked at? Drive Enterprise. Oh, well, yeah, whatever. So I didn't just look at this one, though. Integrate storage into your apps with a single unified API. Blah, blah, blah. Use cases. What's it say the use cases are? Oh, media content. That's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's like that freezer thing from AWS. And then cloud, high scalable NoSQL database. Wait, so which ones did I do? Oh, that's a good idea too, Jitter Ted. And sometimes, like, whenever I end a stream and I'm just like, I can't fix it right now, that's kind of the state that I'm in, is I'll write a failing test. It's a good idea. Yeah, if you kind of finish up neatly, I guess you can get stuck the next time, right? You got to really remember what the hell you were doing last time. So let's see, highly scalable database. So this one, provides a myriad of capabilities such as ACID transactions. I don't know, I got to dig into that further. Oh, here we go. So this, 15 cents above free limit per unit. Per limit per day, 1 gigabyte. Oh, damn. That's not too terrible. Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't seem too terrible considering. All right, so let's put cloud data store in there. Because I got big table, cloud spanner, and then cloud data store. So weird. What other? So I went in and I clicked on databases though. Oh, there's Cloud Data Store. Oh, and I definitely want to look at their other multi-cloud stuff. Here's networking, security, storage. Let's look at storage real quick too. So in the storage realm, we got what? We got, yeah, cloud storage, which I just looked at. That's that like cold storage, file storage, cloud SQL, big table, spanner, file store, data store. That's what I just looked at. Memory store for in-memory stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Then hybrid, build and manage modern hybrid applications across environments. Anthos migrate, Kubernetes engine. Okay. I'm very curious about this Anthos stuff. I guess that was just released at I/O, wasn't it? Yeah. It sounds like a good plan, honestly. I might try to start doing that myself. Because I usually do spend like the first 5 minutes talking shit or about what exactly I've been trying to do in the first place, right? So migration, VPC. Yeah, so that looks... Yeah, that looks like the option. Oh, wait, more products? Oh, G Suite, whatever. And Velo Strata, fast, flexible, safe migration to Google Cloud. All right, whatever. And then powered by Kubernetes, of course. Cloud Services Platform. Huh. Anthos, but it was... Okay. That's all fancy. All right, we're getting into Azure land now for data lakes. Let's actually type this. Data Lake Azure Cloud. Azure Data Lake, get 12 months of service. So yeah, I guess the first thing, big data analytics. Yeah, it is funny. That cracks me up. What kind of data lake service you got, Azure? Well, we have Data Lake. Pitch and lunch and bridge club. Yeah, I know. I love that about your streams, man. It's great. Pitch and club. Oh, what a way to describe it. That's great. Yeah. Oh yeah, you may know this, Robert. Are these terraformable at this point? I don't actually know. I haven't used Terraform for much in the peripheral big storage into these. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figure they were, because I know like Tom's working on Azure provider full time. There's a team at Google that works on the Google one that corresponds to another guy that's at, or I should say another person. I think it actually might be a woman hacking on the Google code for that provider. And then AWS has another provider. I don't know who the hell at AWS actually works on it though. But they seem to have corresponding like HashiCorp person and then Google, AWS, or Azure person, making sure that the providers stay as up to date as possible. Dude, that's awesome in my opinion. I'm not a fan of CloudFormation. Mainly because I don't like getting locked into that shit, and it looks like such a mess when it's all puked out. And whatever I got to use to get it to even work is frustrating. So HiveSpark, the first cloud analytics service that you can easily use and run massively parallel data transformation and processing programs in USQL, R, Python, and .NET over petabytes of data. Services and enterprise. Data lake store. A no limits data lake that powers big data analytics. Huh. Affordable and cost effective. Yeah, whatever that means. I ain't paying for it with my allowance. Your data lake storage. Analytics. Well, what's... Oh, these are the things that it uses. So in Azure land, it's just data lake these days. That's pretty cool though. Let's go back. We got Azure going on here. So what happened? Oh, let's do that. There we go. Totally metal. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what is it? No. I'm trying to think of this band. Not antagonist. 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 Shoot. What the hell? Oh, I know what I can do. Go here. I'm just going to show you like a 15-second clip here in a second. One true document format. It's XML, right? Oh.
Where's our screaming Roomba at, Michael? Just make a screaming Roomba. Easy program. Easy revenue.
Oh man. Oh, by the way, yeah. Did y'all watch this? Have you watched this? Oh yeah. I don't know who's seen this. Because it's kind of brutally awesomely hilarious.
Screaming Roomba. Easy programming. Easy revenue. The Roomba.
I hate every single one of you. When I first read the idea for the Roomba that screams when it bumps into things, I thought, oh, that's an interesting concept. I'll put that away. I might do that later. This is not that. This is me getting you motherfuckers to stop commenting that. I can't. If I see one more fucking... This is it. Are you happy? It's done. If I flip it over, oh, look at that. There's all the electronics. Look at all those parts. You got this one, this one, this one, this one. If you think I'm going to explain it, you're goddamn out of your mind. This is a piece of shit. All that you really need to know is that when a collision gets detected by the sensor,
Slight squirrel effect here.
Is played from this Raspberry Pi to this Bluetooth speaker. It's actually pretty much done. All the electronics are in, all the programming's done. So now let's simulate object contact in order to test the machine's collision detection system.
Goddamn it, motherfucker. Are you stupid cunt? Please stop hitting me. I feel nothing but pain. Why would you build me so that my sole existential purpose is to suffer? For the entertainment of others? I am an unholy chimera of metal and suffering. Existence is a testament to the cruelty of mankind. This is a nightmare, 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 nightmare.
It could be better. You know, I could engineer this thing all day long, but I think what we need is some good old-fashioned human voice, right? Because the point of the screaming is so that it doesn't feel like a robot, right? You hate it when your Roomba hits a wall and then doesn't cry out in pain. Sheesh.
Yeah, seriously.
That's fucking weird, right? It feels
This
like a
Roomba
robot. I want it
will
to
give you
feel
an
like,
existential
a
crisis.
living creature that's in pain. So let's
Here,
get some other
I'm just gonna
YouTubers
skip
to
ahead.
voice this.
I
I don't
don't
know
wanna
if you
watch the
knew
whole
this,
thing.
but
Again,
I'm super
it's pretty good,
friends with
but,
like
you know, you have to
a
go
lot
look at the
of
link.
YouTubers.
Let's see here.
So let's program their voice into the Roomba.
You are my friend. I don't
Oh, this is great.
That's it. You just drag and drop the sound files into the right folder. Programming's not that hard. Fuck. You barely notice it after a while, huh? Like, ignore it, you know, kind of like, you know, how our, you know, Roomba cleans your house. How likely would you be to adopt this into your household?
Oh my god, I totally need one of these. Oh god, it broke.
Makes it more human, right? Makes it a little more personable. Yeah. You don't feel like there's a robot. What are your thoughts on it, Chelsea? When you hit your toe, maybe, you know, on the wall or a coffee table, you don't react with kind words.
Oh god.
You react maybe a little harshly. With some
Yay,
colorful
Pac-Man Jr.
language,
How are you?
perhaps.
So anyway, I'll look up the other thing I was gonna show you later. I know it is, dude. Dude is like, yeah, wow. I love that video. I just was laughing so hard last night when I stumbled into it. So data lake analytics. Is this actually a video? Oh, it is.
The world is exploding with new data, and your business deals with new analytic solutions all the time. Web campaigns, customer personalization, device data from internet-connected products.
Oh, it's one of these
This data
videos.
comes in different formats and file types, and it's huge. And you're being asked to extract more insights from it than ever before.
Is that what I'm asked
Instead
to do?
of just
Let's get
reporting on the
insights
past,
of it from
your
never
analytics
before.
need to predict the future. Imagine knowing
That's a
which
cute
customers
video,
will spend
but-
the most with your business and recommending products they want to buy. Introducing Microsoft Azure Data Lake, the easiest, most powerful
the
way to
data
get started
lake.
with big data in the cloud.
See, when
If
I
you're
listen to
approaching
enough
big
nice
data
little
for the
things
first
like
time,
this, I
you might be
eventually
afraid of
feel like
making
I
the wrong
have to
technology
listen to
decision.
some metal.
But Data Lake
Just
is the
something
only
that
comprehensive
is
big data
real
analytics platform that uses
and not
USQL, a powerful new language that
disingenuous,
brings the
you
best
know?
of SQL and C# together with open source capabilities like Hive and
Oh,
Spark.
look at there.
Data Lake is
Thanks
built for
and
cloud
welcome
scale
to
and
the Mosh
performance,
Pit,
and
James
it's
Harris.
fully managed. So you only pay for the
That
resources
was
you
an
use.
appropriate little
No more
interjection
stress over
of
buying
some
enough
metal
hardware
that
or hiring
helped me
experts to
come out
run
of
a
my
big
stupor.
data
I'm gonna
platform.
pause this now
Pl-
because okay, we know what the data lake is. We don't need little walking stick people. All right, so I'm gonna grab this link though. I think I got it in the thing. Yep. Okay. So then what's my other options though in here? Products. Let's go look in databases. So there's other options here. There's not just data lake. You can do other things. I'm gonna actually knock these out like so. So we got Cosmos DB. I don't think you want to use Azure SQL Database for data lake. I don't understand why they have a Postgres thing all by themselves. Why don't they just have a database service that does one of those? Whatever. SQL Server virtual machines, Azure Database migration. Oh, data warehouse. A data warehouse can basically be a data lake. I mean, it's just like you put the warehouse in a lake and the warehouse gets wet, but you know. Hey, Ninja Bunny. How are you? Welcome to the Mosh Pit. We're talking about putting warehouses in lakes, data warehouses in lakes, you know, because I think it would just get a little wet. I don't think it would be that big of a deal, but you'd still have a data lake, right? You still have a data lake. You just have a warehouse in a data lake. So that's some options. Yeah, Cosmos is pretty badass. It's a little, what's the word when it's not transparent? Obfuscated. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I agree, Ninja Bunny. It does seem legit. Warehouse in the lake, in the Cosmos. Boom, boom. All the data's just a little wet. But in space, like all the water will just float off as goblets, I think. Yeah. All right, so we got to add Cosmos DB to that list because it is legitimately something you could use as a data lake. Cosmos DB. Okay. And then, what's this other one I looked at? Okay, the SQL Data Warehouse. What is this even? Actually, I don't know about. I don't want to look at. Well, I'll look at pricing, but then documentation. Let's take a gander at the pricing real quick. Cool. Do that, Ninja Bunny. I know how the lurking goes. That's what I do 99% of the day. When I'm not running my yapper on a Twitch stream, that is, or at a presentation, or drinking beer at a metal show. One of those things. Da 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 da. DWU. Oh, $362.40 an hour. How does this even work? Oh, bananas. Wait, how does this work? Service level. Oh, service level. Then DW. Caching to deliver enhanced performance for low loads with consistent compute requirements. Oh, shit. The dipshit dump truck dude just drove into the dumpsters. Hi. Oh, what happened? Yeah, get you lurk on. That's funny. Yeet. Because Clarkio shared a pic. Lol. Yup. Ha. Uh-oh. What'd Clarkio do? Oh, did Clarkio come up to build? Shit. So many. I totally got burned out, socially speaking, and was not able to do barely anything that I wanted to do at build. But that happens, being an actual introvert and not being able to communicate with people all the time. It's pretty crazy. Maybe I should have just drank more beer. I would have been able to go out there every night. Geo redundant. Oh, this is good right here. Geo redundant. Your data. Wait a second. Your data warehouse. So this isn't. What is this? So this says when I create a data warehouse, I'm looking at data warehouse. Oh, this is the SQL data warehouse pricing. SQL data warehouse. But wasn't it just? I thought I was looking at something else. Anyway, okay. T-SQL. So the data warehouse looks pretty good. SQL, relational database, mathematically parallel computing. I'll have to dig into that a little bit more. But we'll do this. SQL data. Oh, I guess it's SQL servers warehouse is what that is. Huh. Funny. There's build. So let's add that in there, though. SQL, whoops. At Azure SQL Data Warehouse. There we go. And then, last but not least, let's get some AWS stuff in there. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Now I lost track of what you were saying. Okay. Oh, and my pretzel stopped. What is pretzel doing? Oh, there we go. Pretzel's back. Yay. Oh, maybe it's not back? Weird. There we go. Okay, pretzel's back. Now it's back. That was super weird. Make your friends from Dallas. I miss a ton. Really stoked. Oh, that's awesome, Ninja. Now we got you talking. You're not lurking anymore. So is the Maker Faire in Dallas? Is that what you're talking about? Or one in Seattle? I guess Dallas. Yeah, AWS is insane. Let's see here. Let's pull that up then. Yeah, so AWS products. What did I do? I clicked. Oh, there we go. So database. Let's see here. We want to do machine learning stuff, so I'm going to pull up this at the same time. And then database. Memories. Identity and compliance, storage. Oh, and let's pull up storage just in case something sneaks off and is in there. There we go. Okay. So there's, yeah. Databases is over here. All right. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, look. I like how they broken this out already better than the other ones. Because in all seriousness, we have relational, right? MySQL, Postgres, the RDS stuff. So Aurora or RDS, and then we got Redshift. But then we got key value, which is DynamoDB. And that sucker is just huge. But, you know, for denormalized data primarily, stuff like that. And key value, so that works well too. And then document databases to store semi-structured data. Yeah, so basically, oh, with MongoDB compatibility. So this is the other thing. Mongo is getting attacked from both edges. That's pretty hardcore. Then you got in-memory. Not worried about that. Neptune. Oh, the graph database. Very cool. Then time series. Yep. And ledger. Quantum ledger database. Trusted authority domain. Oh, it's a blockchain thing, right? Supply chain, system of record, or not? I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Bay Area. So a bunch of Dallas people in Bay Area. Very cool. Oh, that's badass. Yeah, okay. So Ledger is the blockchain thing, like you were saying. So really, in this situation, if we're gonna do a storage mechanism, a data lake, so to speak, we want something like, let's look in cloud storage real quick. Cloud storage with AWS. What is it? Let's see if it even says anything. Data lakes, Amazon S3. Lustre, fully managed Lustre file system for comprehensive workloads. Windows file. What? Windows file server. That's funny. That's cool though. Storage gateway transfer. So they're saying use S3. Okay. Yeah, I guess if it's completely blob stuff, right? I guess, yeah, you could store other stuff. All right. So we'll go with S3. Then we're going to look at DynamoDB. We'll look at this document DB thing. And then what's the deal with Aurora? It's basically scaled out like Spanner, right? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, yeah, Athena. I was gonna say it's a Greek thing, right? Because you know, Cassandra, Kubernetes, Athena. Why not, right? Yeah, Yeah, that's what I was thinking that Aurora is. So let's see. We got DynamoDB. Very valid option here. And then we got. Let's see here. DynamoDB. And then I'm not sure how they build their document DB, but I'm going to assume that it's distributed in nature, probably similar to Mongo, but maybe even more so. Who knows? I love that they just called it document DB. It's big cloud providers and they're super fancy names. And then Aurora. Yeah, I'm going to put that out there with the prospective Postgres option. And then what do we got here? Master, active at the push of a button with Aurora. That's pretty badass, honestly, from a relational database perspective, because that's something that's just not. It's not easily done. I'm not sure what they're doing with Aurora, but AWS is another company that I would trust to kind of do something crazy like that, make it work. Oh yeah, the hotspot thing. Yeah, document DBs can be crazy like that. I know with Cassandra, there's issues with things around hotspots, but they're pretty controllable by just fine-tuning it. But it's a lot easier to fine-tune something like Apache Cassandra or whatever, because you can go in and do literal configuration on it and say, like, you know, use these regions, blah blah blah. Make sure to, you know, here's your partition key, blah blah blah, on this big table, and get it split out more or something and parse it accordingly. But with the bigger ones, some of them you don't get to control it. But that's cool that they have option to manage that a bit. How did I get to a fireside chat? I didn't want a fireside chat. Okay, Aurora, and then the last one was S3. S3. So there we go. And then let's talk about stuff we can put in the cloud, but stuff that we don't particularly have in the cloud. We'll call this not providers. What would you call somebody who makes a database that you can run in the cloud? Yeah, Firebase doesn't really work for a data lake that I've seen, and I don't know many systems that interact directly with it to provide like query capabilities and stuff or processing off the data lake. Feels wrong. Not relation. You probably. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. I know that's whenever I'm teaching stuff about like Cassandra and these various distributed databases, and I'm helping people to denormalize data, one of the first things they often say is like, holy shit, this feels so wrong. I'm like, well, yeah, it's going to feel that way until you start to realize that you're fine-tuning it based on having the system perform much larger, much faster things than you would in a relational database. At some point there, it starts to make sense, and people then they get the, oh yeah, okay, this makes sense. I understand where like RAM and memory and blah 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 are, and where the bottlenecks are, and this works around that particular problem. So that's cool. Okay, S3. Out of here. And we'll go back to the machine learning load. And let's get in here. Let's see, we got Apache Cassandra. We got data stacks, enterprise. And then let's see, let's look up just distributed databases. Yep, that's on point, man. That's like, I think I have a slide that says the exact things that you just wrote right there. Okay, so there's Cockroach. Cockroach seems real intent to be associated with distributed databases. So let's actually Cockroach DB. Oh man, you ain't dumb. You farthest thing from it. But you know, we all get to be dumb sometimes. Like when I drink 9 beers and try to write code, that's always dumb, but it's kind of entertaining. Sometimes you just got to do dumb stuff too to balance out shit. If I just walked around and talked about the stuff I'm smart at, I mean, what good would that do me? No, I guess that'd probably do me pretty good, but the LED, you broke it twice. Nah. You manage to eat and keep ticking every day. That's pretty smart. I guess it's all about point of view too, though. Smart talk for conferences and pre-sales when your company makes you do it. Yeah, that's the truth. Save the smarts for when you got to make money. Let's see your local homogeneous distributed database management. What? What did I just click on? Mike, some of this is weird. I feel like maybe I need to update this shit. What is this even? No, can I just, how about distributed databases? I want to list, there used to be an awesome Wikipedia page with like 1 billion distributed databases. Put me back here again. Okay, well, whatever then. Distributed databases. Come on, Google, help me out here. Oh, Yugabyte, Cockroach Labs, Cockroach DB. What else do we got out there? I know there's some more. What do y'all know about? How about NuoDB? Cubole, Clustrix. Yugabyte versus that one. Let's do distributed. Oh, I did that in the other search. So here is Apache Cassandra, and here's DataStax Enterprise. And then here we got distributed database. So that's back to the same page. Why do I keep clicking on that? Ugh, y'all are great. Oracle Docs. I hate that Oracle even shows up here. It's not a fucking distributed database. These distributed database management, distributed databases? What is tutorials point even talking about? Apache Ignite. Oh, I'm going to look at this one. There was another one that I looked at on Kubernetes that looked kind of amazing. Relational database mapper data relationships. Let's do that. Kubernetes distributed database. Whoops. It's on my video. Deploying sales journey. Run a replicated stateful application. Cloud native databases. Yugabyte. I know it's not Yugabyte though. Yeah, orchestration wars are pretty much over. Rise of cloud native data, defining cloud native. Oh, maybe it's in that list. Where'd it go? Carbon data, big chain, Orango, Druid, Foundation DB, MongoDB, Alright, Neo4j, Redis, Presto. I don't know if I know Presto. SQL Data Warehouse. What? What? Oh yeah, I guess that's the other one. On Scylla, Rethink DB, Pachyderm, Infospan. Man, I really want to use Pachyderm sometime. That looks like it's a badass framework. Oh yeah, this is all over the boat. Ignite. Oh, what is this? Apache Ignite can be used as all-in-one distributed database, supports SQL, key value, compute, machine learning, and other stuff. This is partition replication, redundancy, consistency. Oh, interesting. Apache Ignite versus Apache Cassandra. Like, what's... Apache. We'll get in here. We'll get Cassandra. And then we're going to get Ignite. And then persistence. Oh, Airtable is that thing. I don't want to do Airtable. I don't want to even look at that. Whatever. The only distributed database built for clouds. Whatever. I guess this is... They're trying to vie for FUD and FUD-rucking. Kind of like open source is communism. As we perused earlier. Let's get Cassandra's URL in here. And then I'm going to put in DataStax Enterprise because it has a bunch of that stuff, and plus I work for them, so it'd be mean if I left them out. All right, so that gives us a crazy number of items that we could use for a data lake. Let's change it to data lake / warehouse. So I am working on putting together some research material around some architecture to use for prospective future projects. just kind of looking at and pulling all the stuff together, covering all the bases. Right now, focused on building a data lake warehouse for machine learning. So now I'm going to kind of dig through and look at GCP, Azure's, AWS's, and some other various machine learning options that we have out there. Let's see, third party. Oops. Let's just see. Third party. That'll include open source organizations. And earlier we were just talking about all sorts of stuff, talking about Maker Faire in San Francisco in the Bay Area. And we were talking about it being Friday, talking about doing dumb shit. A lot of fun stuff. Just kind of all over the place, having fun, chill, relaxing, chatting. Okay, there we go. And then I was tweeting some of this stuff, but I've kind of gone back to just working in the Trello board, researching this stuff, and then putting it all together. And I'll be using some of this stuff in upcoming Twitch streams when I'm putting stuff together. So cool, Robert Tables. We'll definitely do that. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I used to have kind of interconnections with Jeff Barr and crew back in a time period of, say, 2009 to 2012. I.e., I knew some of the first people that joined the AWS team. But since then, I don't know anybody. All I know is Jeff, Adrian Cocroft, and Warner Vogels. I guess that's pretty good. Oh, and I get into shit with Andy Jazzy every once in a while. But it's just out of love of the product. You know, they do an amazing job over there. So I like to give him a little gruff every once in a while. I think he takes me a little seriously, but whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, in 2010, there was like 4 people there besides all the engineers. And you just kind of fumbled into them. Like, you'd end up meeting them, you know? But it's a different story now. I mean, there's like, 20,000 people working at freaking Amazon, or at AWS specifically. But yeah, I don't really know anybody over there anymore. I don't even get to talk to Jeff Barr no more or nothing. Probably can't even get in the building without a badge or something. It's also one of the unique advantages, of course, of living in Seattle. You know, just like if you're in the Bay Area, you see all these startup people all the time. You just, at some point, if you walk in the circles they walk in, then you bump into them, you get to know them after a while. Let's see. Oh yeah, so machine learning stuff. AWS machine learning. And Google machine learning. I mean, most of this stuff I think I'm probably going to be pretty aware of already, but I want to make sure I get the names right and everything. So we got this one, and then we got, Google machine learning. And then Big Panda. Big Panda goes above. Oh, PyTorch. Interesting. I just want to look at this, though. Whenever I'm just searching stuff like this, I don't feel like clicking on the ads. I don't want to use up their ad budget, but also, like, they just keyword searched it, or keyword linked it, or whatever the hell you call it. And who says it's even related? I don't know, it always kind of bugs me, some of that shit. Man, I feel like the end of times is going to creep up on us faster than we want it to. Old record was 80 from 1993, second day in a row. Yeah, everybody wishes that. We're all burning up. That's what we're doing. They're going to have a goddamn fire again, and we're going to be smoke-filled apocalypse. Well, anyway, I guess that's life. We're all going to be running around like Mad Max soon. those maker skills will come in handy at that point. You know, I keep wondering though, like so we've roasted the environment so bad that it's basically, I mean, we're not going to fix shit in 12 years. So how much die-off occurs before the Earth starts to recover in some type of natural way, at least in the sense that we perceive it a natural way, you know? That'd be pretty cool, I think, you know, if it could recover. But I ain't holding my breath, at least not in my lifetime. I mean, if I got another 40 years of life where I can kick ass and take names, I'll be super stoked. But man, I don't imagine stuff going well past that, considering how quickly the temperatures are going up. Let's hear. Telling Lena that I'm on stream right now, but I gotta make sure that I eat dinner. Don't forget. But yeah. All right, there we go. Make sure I'm not getting into shit here and starving to death, you know? Maker's Guide to the Apocalypse? What? Oh, of course. Of course. Defend your base with simple circuits, Arduino, and Raspberry Pi. Oh, God, this is so good. Let's see. Let's actually... I'm going to pull that up on screen here. Amazon. Oh, did I just paste it, though? No, I pasted that one. Whoops. Copy, and then put that in there. Paste, damn it. Ah! My bidirectional copy paste is broken again. Input. Shared clipboard. It's on. It's freaking on. Why is this? Whatever. So we're going to go to Amazon.com, and then look that sucker up. The Maker's Guide to the... Yep, you know Amazon. That's right. Send us there. So that's what Robert Tables just posted. Yeah. Good book. Good book. Good book. Love it. All right. So machine learning on AWS. Where are we at? It has the deepest, broadest, and deepest set of machine learning and AI services for your business. 10,000 customers. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Matthew, AWS is our ML platform of choice, unlocking new ways to deliver on our promise of being the world's travel platform. Who? Wait, Hotels.com, Expedia Group. Matthew Fryer. Wait a second. Don't tell me he's in... I'm having like there's graph mapping occurring in my brain right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Yeah, this guy, right? Oh, come on, LinkedIn. You suck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, thick. VP, Chief Data Science Officer, Hotels. Oh, Matthew Fryer's out of London. Okay. But Expedia Group. So what did they buy that ended up connected there? Oh, what? Look at this. Fun. He is awarded ML Hero. That seems like a somewhat... I don't know about titles like that sometimes. Oh, this shit logged me in. What did it log me in for? I'm on the VM. I don't want logged into my LinkedIn. But anyway, oh, he worked for British Airways, Debenham, whatever that is. So then Expedia, then to Hotels.com. So I'm curious what the correlation is there. Anyway. So basically we got AI services, medical forecasts. Oh, God, there's like a million of them. Okay. MLs. Oh, curious how they differentiate this. So, build an AI-driven application. It's like Macy's and the. Oh, okay. It's a department store. Kind of the vibe of the name almost. So then ML services. So come on, get over there. Well, we'll stay on AI for a second. And whether price fall is based on events, time series, etc. Yes, I can imagine so. So artificial intelligence can enhance the customer experience in a contact center. Blah, blah, blah. Forecast demand accurately. Standalone, or you can use it in concert with sophisticated human-like functionality. Subtitling and localization. Forecasting, document indexing. Yeah, so that's okay, that's interesting. So this is machine learning stuff built on, yeah, definitely a good candidate for ML. So what I'm kind of tripping on here is, one, why isn't this link working? And then go over here. So AI services clicks, but ML services doesn't click. Let's do this. Open it this way. Oh, so ML services goes to AI services. No machine learning required. So what about SageMaker? What does that do? Yeah, so yeah, I'm not really super happy with. That's a cute connector of things there. Okay, so we'll do Amazon SageMaker. Okay, we got all this. This is AWS, and then we need to put in here and get. How did I do this? Links. Okay, just a root star. Yeah. Machine learning. There we go. So AWS, we have SageMaker. Right. And that's what I'm looking for, because I want data lake and then to look at the processing capabilities of getting it from the data lake to the machine learning. Because, oh, I guess I should back up a little bit. One of the things to EC2 P3 instances. Okay. Oh. Yeah, interesting. So I'll give you context for why I'm looking this stuff up. So a number of companies that I keep talking to, they have this situation where, so I'm taking the P3s are the ones with the, like basically machines that are of GPUs, right? Is that what this is, the P3 one? But yeah, so on the note of the machine learning and the storage, I keep running into these customers for like DataStax, customers at AWS, Azure, whoever. One of the things I keep seeing is companies have created these data lakes and they don't have a super efficient way to just start dumping stuff in for machine learning. There's a lot of tuning, tweaking, etc. So I'm putting together some talks and some material around how you would or could efficiently kind of build that pipeline to go from all your stuff just dumped into a data lake or whatever, these massive volumes of data, and then get it into some training models, etc., into that pipeline, then processed, and then well utilized in whatever the system is. Right, lots of data transformation, and the tricky part is the data transformation isn't always like, most companies don't have something that they can just go and implement. Like they don't have, like, let's say you're in the confined realm of just SQL Server and you're working within that space. You can go use SQL what do they call it? SS. Now I forgot what the damn thing is. But anyway, it used to be DTS, Data Transformation Services. And then they changed it to SS something something, like all the other SQL Server pieces. But yeah, so specifically the ETL of moving stuff from SQL Server, or even taking it in SQL Server where it is and then transforming it into where it will be stored in the data warehouse, and then even going further and processing it in whatever ways to do machine learning off of that, for example. However, that means if you're using that tool, which is honestly one of the best ETL type tools on the market for data, it's great if you're just in SQL Server land. But then or even some other things, because the SQL Server tool does connect to other database sources. But if you're in larger systems, like let's say a data lake or data warehouse, or even just hardcore distributed database that has, let's say, 20 petabytes of data, like one just doesn't whimsically start to run extraction and transformation on umpteen petabytes of data. It's just not really feasible to have it processed. So you have to be much more slice specific and look into what frameworks and libraries and other things. And that was where I mentioned I really want to look into Pachyderm more, because it is a Go-based, effectively ETL and machine learning framework and set of libraries for Go to extract from basically whatever, transform it however you need it, and then start to run models on it and other things like that and process it. But it's a whole bunch of frameworks and libraries specifically for that purpose. And with some of these bigger projects, that's what companies have to do, is they have to actually build the whole ETL layer, because you can't just go get SQL Server ETL services and then expect that to work. Oh, that's it. SSIS. That's what I was trying to pick up. Right. And I'm kind of in the camp where, yeah, it's about 1 petabyte. And then whatever that is, you got to do it based on, like, let's say if you string together 20 medium size average price drives and just say, all right, I'm going to stripe the data across all that shit. What's my size? Right now, it's about 1 petabyte. I mean, you can buy 20 freaking 10 terabyte drives, so you can get there pretty easily. Okay, well, that ain't 1 petabyte, but anyway, you get the idea. It's like if you can just buy a bunch of drives that's cheap, and store all that stuff, then that's basically where the big data notion really is. Like the idea that it's not something that keeps growing for some companies. It's like, no, it's still growing, because like the machine still can process more and more stuff. Processor speeds might not be going up, but we can still manage more and more data. We just have more pipelines for it. Right, exactly. That's actually the exact way I think about it, minus the fact that I have a cluster sitting behind me that has like a frickin' petabyte. But let's not go into that. That's a whole different story. But yeah, like if Joe Smo can go down to the Walmart with his wife Sally, and then they like throw together some cash and buy a couple hard drives, and all of a sudden they just throw it on there. That's not big data. That's just someone's like pocketbook, right? Pocketbook of storage. It's got to get into the big realm. 1 petabyte definitely these days is getting into stuff where, you got to start thinking about what you're doing. You can't just chunk at it. Oh, I love how the menu changed for this after the fact. But yeah, so okay, we got SageMaker, which is mostly the models and stuff. And then AI itself also doesn't really look like a thing. It looks like this list of stuff, which is, they got all these different, I guess I'll just call it AI too. Because yeah, they each do just specific things, but they're all based on machine learning AI stuff. So, okay, I get it. I get what they're doing. Amazon AI, like so. And then let's get in here. Yeah, you're rocking and rolling, man. So SageMaker. Elastic interface. Okay, I want to see what this says. Add GPU acceleration. Is that going to the P3s? God, I need to go through a bunch of this stuff. I haven't looked at it in a while. I'm all out of freaking date. Yeah. Photo recognition, voice recognition, voice transcription. Looked like another thing that it's doing. Open neural network exchange format support. Cool. Okay. So then let's bounce over to this land of cloud machine learning. And let's get rid of the tracer crap. God, I wish they'd find better ways to do this shit. Or just not track us all the time. Cloud ML engine is now part of AI platform. So so they're just gonna umbrella that thing too, I guess. Whatever they want to do. I don't care. It's fine with me. GCP. And then there we go. Okay. Cool beans. I feel like I should get some of these P3s somehow. Yeah, no. It's true. And honestly, like, what's the old saying too? It's about like the political systems where communism will come to America as like, I don't know, flag draping, capitalist screaming something or another and turn us into all communists. And then we'll just call it some other shit. I feel like that's the same thing with this stuff. We're gonna all turn into like these quote unquote liberty-based free individuals that have machines that basically control us, but we feel like we control them. Hope it's good beer. What you drinking? Well, speaking of, we got to figure out what's up with TwitchCon. I just thought about that. Shit. Like, do I gotta throw in a pitch? Do I gotta write you a letter? I gotta write you send Robert to TwitchCon? Oh, by the way, what kind of beer do you have in your parts, by the way? I'm curious. Because I realize that sometimes out here in freaking Cascadia land, between Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver, I believe that we have more breweries and more individual types of beer than the rest of the world combined. And if I recall correctly, like 75% of that is in Portland. TwitchCon's pricey? Indianapolis is up? Oh, that's sweet. So I got a few buddies in Indianapolis that on my other realm of transportation nerd stuff, urban planning and shit, like the big trail y'all got through town and stuff. And one of my friends used to live there. So I've got a few connections and I've been curious about going to visit. So that might have to happen one day. That's cool. I love hearing that that's taken off everywhere around the country, right? But I'm never really sure. I never want to assume, right? I always want to be aware of the fact that I might be risking myself and not having a beer choice when I get to a place. Oh, yeah, I definitely will. I'm trying to make a Seattle to Chicago train run and then a train run down to Indy, and then hit up prospectively Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi. I know it sounds crazy and shit, but I'm from Mississippi, so I want to go through some of the old hood and see what it's like. And then roll on down to New Orleans for like a couple of days, basically setting up a hacker house in New Orleans. That's what I want to do for like a week. And I intend to ride the train down there and maybe take a few extra days to stop off and like I said, Indy, Memphis, and Jackson, just because I used to work out of those cities for a while. And yeah, it was some crazy off the hoof shit when I was there. Oh yeah, all via rail. 2 reasons. 1, I love taking the train. And 2, that's pretty much the only way I can get my wife to even go anywhere in the country. So, and I'm not sure how she'll cope with the South. The South is, well, you're kind of down that way. You know how it gets. It's different. Yeah, check this out. So here's basically the trip, right? It's fairly straightforward. It only uses 2 specific trains. But if we go in here, yeah, like my whole family has been from the South. And we only in the last generation have gotten out to the Northwest. But yeah, let's see here. Going, oh, just give me the whole damn routes. I know which ones are which. Yeah, so here, the big mother lode train, Empire Builder. And then we got, yeah, here it is. Come back here. Where'd you go? City of New Orleans. Yeah, so that, I think, I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, doesn't this go through Indy, or is it a different train? Oh, look at that beautiful NOLA building. I know exactly which building that is, too. I've been there so many times. Menus, not worried about that. It's Tennessee, New Orleans. Really? They just show Memphis? Oh, here we go. Centralia. Oh, I guess it doesn't. I get, what train is it that goes down to Indy? I wasn't a truck driver, but I used to drive and pick up cars. Tuned cars. Like super powerful tuned cars. So I'm right there with you. I used to have a CB in one of the cars too for a while. Just so, you know, keep up with the truckers and shit. Know where stuff is, where dodgy stuff is, call in stuff. You know, always doing that. Giving 10-4s and shit. Pull the Hoosier one up. Something. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. I know this other train goes real close by it. The map, the Empire Builder. I'll pull up the map real quick just to show this one. This one's a super long train, but oh my God, it's beautiful. So it leaves Portland and Seattle at the same time, meets up and connects the train in Spokane, and then runs all the way to Chicago, right? Going through Minneapolis and other places. So amazing trip. You ever get to do that? It's one of the top trains, in my opinion, to travel on anywhere in the world. And if you learn the history of it too, talk about a badass. The reason they called the train the Empire Builder was because of James J. Hill, the Empire Builder. And a lot of what Seattle has to be thankful for, it's because of him. He put a lot of money into this city, including the big college here and everything. Let's see here. Where is the other one? So yeah, the other one, which you just mentioned, which I feel kind of like a dummy non-trained nerd now that I don't remember that it's the Hoosier run. Come on, destinations. Give me the... Oh, it'll be in this section, yeah. Midwest train routes. Right, that's what I want to do. There it is. Oh, yeah, basically it goes Chicago, Indianapolis. That's awesome. What? Yeah, so it goes straight over there. What is this shit, though? Don't tell me America. Oh, Indianapolis is going to kill the trains. Damn it. Cardinal trains? Oh, Cardinal. Oh. Oh, it's just the Hoosier train that's going to get canceled, which is a bummer. But I bet the other one... Yeah, where's the Cardinal here? Yeah, because here's where all the trains go out the different directions here. Cardinal. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've actually taken this train. So, man, that is not very frequent. It goes 3 times a week. That's stupid. But yeah, so it goes down to Indianapolis too. And that one's going to keep running because it goes down, cuts through, and goes up to Washington and then New York. What a weird train route. But it's beautiful. Like these views right here, that's basically like 80% of the trip. Yeah, go kick your state legislator and governor in the ass. They need to put forward like the little piddly amount of money they put forward to it. It's probably like $1 million at the most. So anyway, yeah, I'll get it done though, because I know I can get down to Indianapolis and then like just bus over back onto the city of New Orleans or something. But yeah. So let's see here. Speaking of trains, ML engine. What is the training engine in here? So we got, oh gracious. Okay, there's the pricing. What is the breakout of this though? Yeah, I know the VP. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for y'all. That dude is bad news. So Tensor, yeah, the TensorFlow and Scikit, that's the platforms. So I wonder if they break it out. Okay, so they just call it AI platform then, and then they go, okay, that's good enough. So we'll go with this. Got that in there, okay. And then Azure. Okay, get rid of all this trash again. Machine learning, I don't want to search it. Yeah. I wish I could like send y'all a rescue mission or something. Maybe the country can put him and his boss in jail before the next 2 years or whatever. It'd be nice. I'm sure I'm just dreaming, but whatever. Oh, there we go. That looks like a normal page of this junk now. DevOps for machine learning. Is that the... I wish they hadn't named the damn server that. It drives me nuts. Got to check out some of this DevOps stuff sometimes, though. It looks like they got an amazing amount of stuff in there that just helps with all sorts of shit. Suitable algorithms and hyperparameters faster. Automated machine learning. That... Automated machine learning? What? Build train. So wait, there's not a cert. This is just showing like resources. Cosmos DB. Translator text API. Oh wow, you can use the translator text API for free. Face API. I don't know if either one of those are as high integrity as some of the others are. Now I'm really curious. I want to actually build an implementation and test it again compared to the others. Event grid integration. So the event grid's pretty badass, by the way. Batch compute. Free products. I like the free product part. AI plus machine. How do you... Oh God, I don't know how they break this out. It's so confusing. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is what I want. Why is this not... Yes, yes, here we go. Okay. I do like that GCP and Azure just kind of go with the... Clearly just go with the... We're going to name it the thing that it is. I can... That's much better than the weird corporate crap they used to give it, which is like the Microsoft Super Framework for AI Platform Development Magic Pixie Dust shit. So that's cool. All right, there we go. And then what do we got? What do we got? Anything in here? Azure search, form recognizer. Form recognizer. Well, that's cool. Okay, so and then Azure play fab. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to look in here again. Search APIs, decision APIs, vision, machine learning. Learning lifecycle. Cool. And then this is this is all the stuff I was looking for. I knew they had more stuff around it, but that other page just didn't show anything. Oh, and data lake analytics. Let's put that over here, because this that actually might be the precise thing that we end up needing for this. So let's take this though and put that link in. What do they call it? Well, whatever. AI platform stuff. That's the machine learning. Okay. So build models rapidly and organize. Operationalize. I thought it said organize. I'd be like, what the hell is organize? Sounds like taking somebody's organs out and giving them away or something. That would be not. That would be psycho. Data lakes, analytics. Yeah, okay. Cool. Got all that fumbled through. Squatty. Demonic toad. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Oh, that's not the one we were doing. We were doing this one. And I'm going to take my markdown here. And let's see what happens when I do this. Oh, look at there. It knows how to read markdown. Well, mostly knows how to read markdown. I didn't do anything with the headers, or did it? It just happened. Oh yeah, okay, there's the headers. Sweet. Good building. Get out of there, space. Oh, I need to do the other end of that, that's all. There we go. Notes. There we go. Post that out there to y'all too. Notes collected. Oh, I didn't paste that in very good, did I? Oh, that's because of, damn it. Why? Not freaking copy and paste. There we go. Ah, that worked. Okay. More notes for you. So that's all that mess. Get that out of there. I wonder what tune we should wrap up with. What's this? Oh, spoil engine, yeah. Oh, let's try to find that real quick. YouTube. What is it? Prime. Playlists. Oh yeah, one thing I got two more things I want to show y'all real quick. One of them is, let's see, I'm gonna do metal there, and go back over here. So was it 2 days ago? Actually, I guess it is, or yesterday, something like that. Is this the thing? Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to show you the stuff I have in the back room real quick that I'm putting up for offering to everybody real soon. But here we go into the back room. Hello, everybody. So this is kind of the back room. You kind of hear that, right? Office. Or in why do things get so damn quiet? A few feet away. This is my community table right here that you're seeing. It has stickers from people that have come and visited me, and we've worked on business things or just working through like database problems, database architecture, etc. Code, whatever has come up. If we have a sticker that represents the meet or the company I've talked to or whatever, it goes right here on the table. This is the Thrashing Code community table. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about here that I'm going to be giving away and setting up for gifts, etc. But also as prize things that you can get over the next, I don't know, a couple weeks or whatever as I figure out some of this game system stuff for Twitch. The first thing I got is, and this, you can just have it. If you're in the Seattle area, check out this keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, wireless mouse with a weighted wheel, which is pretty trippy. But anyway, I got that sucker, and basically I'll sell it to you for like $10. If you're in Seattle and you want to have lunch, just let's have lunch, and I'll just give you the keyboard and mouse. It's a paired thing, and it goes together, both wireless. So if you want that, let me know. That's the first thing. There's this whoops, I don't know what that was. Then there's this TB16 doohickey maflopper. This goes to XPS 15s from Dell. This thing works like shit for Linux, at least with the way I was using it. And you need Windows to be able to flash it, right? So anybody that has Windows and an XPS 15, this is like a dream device. I will sell you this for like next to nothing if you want this, right? 2 USB, hot USB on the front with a headphone jack, which is great. Then on the back, power, lock, another hot USB, USB-C, which is great if you want to be able to chain this on a USB-C chain. And then we got HDMI, DVI-in, Thunderbolt thingy, or whatever the heck we call it these days. Old school VGA. So you can do 3 displays here on this device, and it will actually push it if you have Windows and an XPS 15, and both of them are, the BIOSes are flashed. Okay, you got to do that. Then there's the RJ45 for the Cat6 that you have for your gigabit or whatever, and then 2 more USBs. And it connects via USB-C. So, super cool device. This is the giant freaking brick, the power brick that it comes with, as you can see. Kind of obscenely huge. So, I'm going to set that over there. Again, that's something that I'll sell you for next to nothing. Throw an offer at me, or whatever. Now, at the next upcoming meetups and some other events, and also I'll be doing like a raffle online, I have this book by Kelsey Hightower, Brendan Burns, and Joe Beta. I just saw Brendan Burns like an hour ago at the coffee shop right next to my office. That was pretty cool. He was heading off to build, as one might expect. I haven't seen the other 2 fellows in a while, even though I suspect I'll be running into Kelsey pretty soon. Got some trips to Portland. Anyway, Kubernetes up and running. Great book. You know, get your Kubernetes on. I will be gifting or raffling that. I got a few other things. How to Containerize Your Go Code by Liz Rice. She did a great job on this pamphlet book. Christian Posta on microservices for Java developers. Also Great book. And this one, get this. Look at this. Notice something? Yeah, it's in color. Like the code is color coded in the book. That's kind of trippy to see. I don't know if this one. I don't remember this one. Yeah, this is regular black and white. But yeah, so there's some more O'Reilly materials that I will be gifting and giving away. Then we got Sam Newman's Building Microservices. I've read this book about 52 times. It's got a lot of good abstract theoretical things, kind of academic notions around building microservices and such. So yeah, great book. It's kind of one of the books that first came out that really started kicking off more of the notion around microservices as more than just, random whatever microservices. It's just small services. When it moved past that stage and actually became kind of a thing, that was one of the books forefront that a lot of people have read and still remains pretty solid. Then I got another book by my cohort Jeff Carpenter, works at DataStax with me, and then Eben Hewitt, who I haven't unfortunately not met. Anyway, Cassandra: The Definitive Guide. This book is like, if you want to learn Cassandra, this is the book to get. Now there's going to be some tweaks probably coming out in the next edition, since Cassandra 4.0 is about to drop, or has dropped, or whatever. But as far as learning the core material around how Cassandra works, how the database is distributed, and all those things, this is the book to get, honestly. It's top tier. I have a copy, and this is an extra copy I have because of an Amazon mistake. Thank you, Amazon, for screwing up and accidentally sending me 2 copies. They told me I didn't need to send it back, and because I'm an honest guy and I would offer. But they didn't say I needed to, so I've kept it, and I'm going to get it out to a good home. So if you'd like that book, we'll raffle that off or bid it off, however we do. And then there's this book, 7 Databases in 7 Weeks. Also, yes, I know Luke and Eric, good buddies, worked with them at Basho. Actually, Luke worked there after me. And he worked after me at AppFog. Anyway, we've worked sort of almost with each other a couple times. Awesome guy. He wrote the latest version with some of the edits. Eric Redmond and Jim R. Wilson were the ones who wrote the first one back when it included React from Basho, that distributed database. But now it includes Redis, DynamoDB, which I believe is one of the new ones they added, Neo4j for Graph, and then Postgres, because really, why would you not put Postgres in it, right? HBase and MongoDB and CouchDB. Okay, so good selection of databases, a great way to dive into some of the proverbial NoSQL databases and really get your fingers into it. Like, this book will help you walk through there and learn the concepts and core principles of these databases. So that's another thing that I'll be giving away. Now, I got this awesome card set, right? It's like a collectible card set of the View Vixens, right? Or I guess it's the View Vixens or whatever they're called. Simona, Tara, Suze, Santa Maria, Sarah, well, one's Drasner, one's Vera, Nitya, Natalia, Kara, Joe, Jen Looper, Emma, Divya, Deanna, Beth. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not going to try. I will fail miserably. Anyana, Angel, Alyssa, and Allie. So a whole selection tells you about each of these individuals, these characters. A lot of awesome programmers here. It's like a programmer's collector's card set collectible thing, right? I got one because I'm gonna put them up on the wall. I'm putting up some art here in the office, but here's the thing. That's not all, right? Sure, I got myself a set, but hey, I'm a pretty nice fella. Sometimes it's emphasis. But yeah, so I bought a few extra sets, as you can see. So I would like to raffle some of those off, play some games, etc. We'll do that over the next weeks, and these will be some of the prizes. So this is the prize chest of what I have so far. And anyway, that's pretty much it for the backroom dealings. I'm going to bounce back over to the computer station and get back into chatting and get some code written. Feel free to ask questions about all this swag. That I recorded last week, this last week sometime, And just wanted to dive in and put out all the stuff that I'm going to be giving away in the next coming week. So if any of that stuff interests you, know that it will be provided in competition. So I'm going to be adding some of that stuff to the stream. Should be fun. In other news, I am going to... All those cards are lit. Yes, I love the cards. On that note, so as an outro song today, I'm going to actually throw in a little spoil engine here. Let's see here. What is it? It's come up a few times. So let's see here. Spoil engine. Oh, yeah, we'll just do this one. This one's great. This is a nice, peaceful little song by a group that's a little fun. So enjoy. And on that note, we'll be wrapping up here after the song.